it's been a minute. It's been
so long that I don't
Wow.
think I need to pick up the mic. Here we are, just us, and we have not sat in front of each other since Thanksgiving, since before Thanksgiving.
I never want this to happen again.
I know that it was only a couple weeks, but it felt really long.
Yeah. No, I agree. It was awful.
Wait, when did we last record?
With last year, and
Yeah.
it was so. It was like, yeah, it was.
She's walking around the lights.
Margot.
There's a very clear path for Margot to get her food, but instead she has gone under a wire. Like she's gone somewhere where to get out of it, she might knock down the light.
I made a little bit of shrimp the other night. Actually, this is going to be boring. We won't have to do that.
Really?
Okay.
It sounded good so far.
And I cut up one of the shrimpies and I put it in her bowl.
Oh.
And at first she was like, I don't really want it. And then later on it was like Elijah with, sorry, let me retrack. It was like
Who's
the cookies
Elijah?
with Santa. Elijah.
Who's Elijah then?
Elijah's, when you're Jewish and you're on Passover, you put out a little glass of wine for Elijah.
Who's
in
and
front
who
of
is he?
He's like some sort of biblical Torah character, and the whole point is that Elijah comes and he drinks the wine glass during the ceremony, and then it's like a thing for kids.
How did I not know about this?
You have to give a thing for Elijah
because I don't know if you know this, but whenever everyone thinks I'm Jewish. And whenever I tell my mom that, she goes, well, you were kind of raised Jewish, which I wasn't. She just had like a lot of Jewish friends, but like I was not raised Jewish.
I would say you kind
of. But I know a lot about the Jewish faith and traditions, and I cannot believe I've never heard of Elijah.
Elijah.
Is there a vision of him, like an image, like there was for Santa?
So during the Passover Seder, a special cup of wine called Elijah's Cup is set out to symbolize the prophet Elijah and his role in the coming of the Messiah.
What does he look like?
It was a long time ago, but this is kind of what we're working with.
Oh, so really not the same as Santa?
No, actually some characteristics that are similar to Santa.
He has a white beard.
But we used to, I guess he's... what does the Bible tell us about Elijah?
This is good.
This is going to be really interesting for everyone. Anyways, I don't even know how that happened, but so my Elijah was Elijah. The little shrimp was the cup, and Margot came as Elijah.
So Margot got to be Elijah or Santa. Or people
cookies.
leave the stuff out for their reindeers. Like you put out reindeer food. That was my favorite.
What's a reindeer? Like kibble?
No, there was you would like cut up like carrots or like a biscuit or some bread and leave it out front for like the reindeers to eat while Santa's dropping off the presents.
It took me so long to figure out all of this shit was fake. It took me so long.
Really? A Jewish girl insisted on telling me that Santa wasn't real when I really believed. Wow. And I felt so stupid. And so obviously, when you tell your parents that someone else told you, like I feel like they're like, yeah, they're not going to trick you again. You know what I mean? So they were like, he's not real. It's like they told me, but I remember being like, why the fuck did she have to do that? Like, why did she have to do that to me?
Jews got to ruin everything.
Because I took the words out of my mouth. No. But like, I was such a believer. I was such a believer. Yeah. And I thought it was it's like this new generation of parents that are like, we don't lie to our kids, so we don't tell them about Santa. We tell them we buy the presents. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Why can't they have some magic?
Fun suckers.
Serious fun suckers.
I went on a date with this guy this week, and his band was called Fun Sucker. I was like,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. He ghosted me and then unfriended me on Tinder.
Oh my God. Double whammy.
No.
Why? Did the date go well?
No.
Oh, okay.
I went to a spot that was cursed. I'm not going there anymore.
Oh, okay.
It was the same spot that I went to with that guy who I got into that Israel-Palestine fight with that got me kicked off of Bumble.
It's not the place to go.
So I'm just not going there anymore. It's
I mean, that one experience was pretty shitty. So like to go back and then have another bad one, it's like, I'm not going there again.
It's done. I'm completely done with this place.
I actually was thinking about how when I was dating, I was on like a streak for like 3 years of always having my first date at the same bar every time.
That's what you do. You have to find
you
your
have to
spot.
Pick your spot that you're comfortable, because like you always get to choose. And I used to hate when the guys would be like, I didn't like when guys pick the first date spot. I don't know why. I just like, I want to be comfortable and safe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, men are not good to women historically. So like, I want to know where we're going, where I'll be, if I'm close to my house. Like, I want to know the spot beforehand. And I was talking to Wolf about it. I was like, like, I didn't even think about it, but like multiple nights a week for like 3-something years straight, same bar. Yeah. Like every time. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. How much time I spent at Duck Duck.
Duck Duck's a good one. But that's a fun one to go to. Now it's
gotten a little more like bumping. So I went there like this is a while ago, but obviously when I was with Wolf, and it just like was not the same vibe.
Yeah,
as when bumpin'. I used to go on dates there.
Duck Duck is it's cash only, which also gives it a certain vibe.
And I always told the guys that, being like, bring cash. Like, I'm picking the place. You should bring cash, and I'm coming late. And I'm gonna text you what I want to drink. Order it.
You're coming late?
I always came late.
Should I start doing that?
I just like always. I used to hate like sitting and looking around. Like, and I had a fear, and I think this comes from like before I lost weight and then after I lost weight, like the way men treat you is upsetting to like literally live the difference. But like, I just had all these fears that they would like see me and leave. And so, which never had happened, but like men just used to like say mean things to me on dates, or like after a date, text me something mean. So like, I was like, I want them seated. I'll tell them to bring cash. And then they'll text me like, just got here. And I'm like, okay, I'm almost there. And this place was near my house, so I hadn't left yet. I'd be like, almost there. Can you just order me this? See you soon. So then they'd already be seated with the drinks, because I have anxiety of going up to the bar too with like a new guy or by myself. I wanted to arrive, sit down, and be like, let's see what we've got here.
I knew that the date. So I knew that the date was going really poorly last week when he, at the end, the woman came over, the waitress came over and was like, hey, do you want the check? And then I looked at him, and we had 2 drinks. So I looked at him and I was like, do you want the check? And he was like, do I want the check? And I was like, no, I'm saying, like, she just asked, do you want the check? He was like, oh, I thought you were like saying like, should I pay for the check? And I was like, yeah, you should.
Yeah, that
and
too.
And then he was like, no, we'll split the check. Yeah. And then I was like, okay. And so then she brought over the check, and I just like threw him $10. Like, I had some cash on me, so I was like, whatever.
I kind of feel like unless you say something to a man on a date that's like really horrendous, like unless you're being
I was being like fun and chill the whole time.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I'm like, even if the date is bad, I do feel like they should just pay. Just like, be a good guy. You're taking me out.
The hair product that I had in my hair, my nails, my outfit, everything about me is so expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
you can buy this.
He was bald. Like,
right there, he's saving how much a year? You know what I mean?
Thousands. Like,
you can put it right towards that 8,000.
I was like, this is crazy. Like, I was so put off by it.
One time I went on a date with this guy when I was like, I think it was my senior year of college. And I feel like I might have told you this before. We were having like a fine time. I thought he was like cute, but like we weren't like, I don't know, we were having like a good laugh, but like I feel like I was doing a lot of work to keep it going. Whatever. We get to the end of the date and we agree to split it, which I already was like,
that's such a bad sign.
I already was upset about that, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I used to ask like crazy questions on dates. So I was asking him what kind of porn he watches. Jesus. That's just like where I was at in the conversation.
What did he say?
And he said, I watch porn about like girls like you, like fat girl porn. And so when the check came, I opened my purse and I was like, I didn't bring my wallet. And I was like, I'm not like, if I was someone who walked around and was saying like, I love my body, I'm fat, like there's nothing wrong, it's not a bad word, whatever, but like at no point in the night was my weight talked about.
Oh my God.
Isn't that awful?
That
so
is,
when
wow,
so when
men
he
are
was like,
so gross.
do you want to split the check? I was like, I didn't bring my wallet actually.
Oh my God.
And then he apologized when we were outside and I was like, it's all good, like that's what I guess that's why you're here, like, whatever. And he was like, do you want to come over? I was like, no. Like, and I don't want you to text me afterwards. Like, I really,
you said that?
Yeah. I was like, I really didn't like what happened in there.
Wow.
I know.
That's really nuts.
I know.
Men are disgusting. Actually, speaking of men are disgusting, I watched The Substance.
Oh,
which I hadn't
my God,
seen.
Nora.
I know. I hadn't seen it.
The soundtrack from it that's like, boom, boom,
yeah.
That was on my Spotify Wrapped.
Oh,
I listened to it. I like to run to that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my God. What'd you think?
I loved it. I mean, it was a really painful experience to watch, but it felt like a really bad shroom trip that I needed to go on.
It's a movie you would never watch.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't like body horror.
And I was gonna say it's because it's horror, which you've told me you don't like.
It's psychological horror, like gore. It's like gory psychological thriller. I would count. Like, I wouldn't say it's like ghosty horror.
Yeah, no.
You know, or like a robber. You know,
like,
and I cannot do those. But like, if it's like a psychological thriller horror vibe, I can kind of get into it. And
and like the body horror part is upsetting, but like the storyline is good, and it's not a scary story.
That last scene where everyone's bloody and she's just like her head's like her whole body's exploding, and it's just
insane.
They're just pushing her around. I was like, this is feminism.
It was so insane. And do you know the meaning of everyone being covered in blood?
What? Period?
No.
What?
The way women are treated and the way women have been like forced to operate, like, is everyone's fault. Like, there's blood on everyone's hands, which is why there's blood on everybody.
Wow.
I was like obsessed with the movie after I saw it. Like, I watched every, when you love something, so you're like, okay, I'll watch every interview. I'll search the whole press tour up.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt about that
movie.
I
need to do that. I need to do more of a deep dive. I do have to say there was a little bit of a flare up. I was like, it's so crazy seeing Monica play such a like intense role. And Emma was, I was with Emma and my friend, and she was looking at me and she was like, Monica? And I was like, yeah, Demi Moore, Monica from Friends. And she was like, nope, that's
not the same girl. I see exactly what you're saying.
I was like, oh.
If they were in the same room, they'd probably get confused for each other a lot. But
I was like, it's so crazy. She goes from Friends to this, and she just is really able to like.
It was still, regardless, it's been like 30 years since Friends.
Yeah, but she's older, and like she's 60 something in that movie.
No, but even to be like first year in Friends, and then next role you take, it's been like so long.
I thought maybe she'd done a bunch of other things.
Yes.
Now it's like this. I was like, wow. Like,
but yeah, so not crazy. In Friends.
Yeah, she's not in Friends. Mm-hmm. They look exactly alike, though.
No, they really
talk
do.
About
they
that.
should be in a movie playing sisters.
Literally.
We should write that.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be a horror or comedy?
Comedic
the
horror.
Only two movies.
The only two movies we like. A little bit of a mix. It's either going to be.
I do feel like I only like I don't really like a romantic movie. Mm-mm. Like a comedy that can have romance, great, or a horror that has some romance, sure.
I think we could do a horror romance.
A horror romance.
Yeah, I want to start seeing more movies, though. I think it really brought me out of my head a little bit on Friday, and I was really like, wow, this is so crazy.
And it is like, I feel like when I'm home, I've told you this, I lean towards watching TV. Wait, are you watching All Her Fault?
Not yet. I need to.
I was nannying last night, so I was like needed something to watch, and I would put on 30 Rock, and I love 30 Rock, and I do think it's like a Christmas show. I don't know why. I think it's because most of the season, like, because they go on summer break the way like SNL would. Mm-hmm. So like all the seasons are always taking place like when it's fall and winter.
Yeah.
But I like found myself like kept playing on my phone the whole time, but I was like, no, like they're not gonna be here for another like 3 something hours. Like I need something that's gonna like.
You're gonna lock in.
Yeah. So I like kind of like time passes quickly. That is how I'm feeling about this.
Really?
Do you know the plot?
No.
It's literally happens in the first minute of the show. A mom shows up to pick up her son from a play date. He's not there, and the woman has no idea what she's talking about. Like the woman's not even the mom. Like this is a different address. And then it's like that's the story unfolding of
what do you mean? What do you mean she doesn't know?
Like it'd be like if she shows up at this woman's house. She's like, I'm here to pick up my son Milo, and the woman's like, he's not here, and she's like, okay, well, are you like Jenny's nanny? She was like, no, and she was like, wait, hold on, like this is the address that this mom texted me to come to, and it's like she's like, I don't know who Jenny is. There's no kids here, like it's just me, like. And then it's her realizing, oh my God, her kid's been kidnapped.
Oh God, should I watch that? I don't know.
But it's also a lot about like the roles that are put on like women. Like the reason it's called All Her Fault, it's like is because part of it is like at one point the husband is like, how could you not triple check the phone number that texted you about this play date because we both had a work meeting? And it's like, okay, well, I was the only one that was in charge of finding a babysitter for our kid because we both had a work meeting. So like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the layers in the show are like the husband getting upset at the wife about something that happened with the plannings around their kids, or why a kid is missing, or why another nanny was involved, whatever. And it's like, the wife is like, well, I'm the only one doing it. Wow. Like, so like one of the nannies, they find out like knew something. Wait, and no, this isn't, okay. It's really like first episode. Okay. But like the husband is like saying to her, like, didn't you check her references and stuff like that? And then the reporter was like, and what did you think when you talked to the references? And he was like, oh, I didn't. And it's like, yeah, like all these men are getting upset with these women. It's like, you are not doing these things for your kid, and someone has to do them. And she's doing the best she can. Wow. So it's kind of like shows how much like, even in like, because they're trying to portray, I think, more like modern couples, you know, where like it's a true partnership, and it's like, it still isn't. It's still never. The woman is going to do more.
She's always going to do it.
She's going to think of things that you're not thinking of. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
totally. Ugh. That sounds, I saw a compilation of some Kim one-liners from that. Apparently she doesn't do the best job.
2 different shows.
That's, okay.
Kim's Kardashian is, I think it's called All's Fair.
Oh, okay.
That's a bad show.
Then I'll definitely.
All Her Fault does not have Kim Kardashian in it.
Oh, wow.
These are 2 different shows, and I do want to watch
All Is Fair. Show. I saw some clips, and I was like, oh God, she really did nail that one. I know. I love our Kim. I
love her.
I know. People were asking where they should get their jeans from last night, and I was like, Good American. Unfortunately,
I have never gotten jeans from them. Should I try it?
Hannah.
But they're not like jeggings, right? They're jeans.
They're jeans.
Because they have those jeans that they're like...
No. You don't need to get those.
And you just shop online?
Yeah, my favorite pair of jeans are from them.
Should I do it?
Yeah, they're kind of amazing.
What was that yoga place you said I needed to shop?
Crazy Yoga.
It's
actually CRZ.
CRZ.
Yoga.
Crazy
Yoga.
Crazy Yoga. What's his name? Quasimodo? Right? That's what I thought of.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It's just like Quasimodo.
Yeah, it's really, it's a lot. Oh man.
What?
Sorry. I don't know what I was just thinking about.
What is a lot?
I was just thinking
about crazy.
I was just thinking about men. Sorry. I just had all the things that we've been talking about this evening have just kind of collided in my brain, and I was like, it's a lot.
It is a lot to think about at once.
Yeah, men are. Bleh.
Yeah, they are
yucky.
Even the good ones.
Yeah, I know. Ugh. But yeah, you should go to Good American.
I will. But wait, did you go in person or you shopped online?
I shopped online.
Because that feels like a risk to buy jeans online.
Yeah, but you just return them.
Okay.
You just return the ones you don't want. You bring them to Camille.
Bring them to Camille. It's so fun seeing her around now.
She's great.
Because now we can wave. She knows who I am.
We got a lot of feedback on that episode.
Have you been looking at the YouTube views? It's done better than any videos.
Really?
Recently.
That's amazing.
I know.
Wow, that's great.
She
I only look
people.
at Spotify, but I should just look at YouTube as well.
Someone commented something nice on Drake's too. I have to respond to that.
Nice.
I have to respond to that as well.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, now I'm thinking about the It's a lot. No, I'm thinking about the substance now.
I'm trying to think of the last movie I saw.
Mine was The Substance.
It
was on Friday.
It's a heavy movie.
I've been pushing Real Housewives of Salt Lake.
I'm behind.
Yeah. Oh, embarrassing.
But wait, did you see when they all went to Mary's church?
Yes.
How amazing was it? when Mary was like, "You have the love you need, Bronwyn." And Lisa, we're gonna get you a right mind.
It was kind of like, it was like Wizard of Oz. Like, she needs a brain. He needs a heart.
But it was like, everyone's was nice. Like, it was like, you have everything you need, Whitney.
We're going to get you in the right mind.
We're going to get you a right mind. And Lisa's like, yes. Give it to me.
If we do not get clips of that fucking plane ride, when are we going to get clips of that with Brittany?
I know.
When are we going to get some clips? Because I'm going to freak out if we don't get anything. This always happens. This always fucking happens. Like, when something really good on Housewives happens, they're like do flashbacks to the scene, but we don't actually get to see the scene.
I know. And I knew, because it's like, I'm watching the episode and I'm like, you know, when you watch Housewives, you watch, but you can have phone breaks for sure during it, especially if it's like Whitney and her husband putting out flowers. Like, I'm not watching them talk about their relationship. But the music, they did like their eerie music, and it was like quiet for a second, and I like put my phone down, and then they all start talking about the plane ride.
What episode are you on? Because I could watch that.
The last one I saw was when they all went to Mary's church.
Did you saw the boat and everything?
The boat episodes, boat docks, plane ride, Mary's church.
Okay. And I wonder how far behind you are.
I can't be that far.
Yeah,
because this was like
I would
2
rewatch
weeks
too, because I was half watching it.
Yeah,
so.
That's what's fun about Housewives. That's why you can like rewatching old episodes of New York. I'm seeing something new every time.
Every single time.
Because for part of it, I was on my phone.
Every single time.
Did you see that clip that's going viral for some reason of Luann and Ramona fighting in the park, and then Ramona pauses to say that she's trying this new thing called shellac on her nails?
Wait, is this from an episode of Roni?
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying, like, wow, like, I have no memory of this. Let me, if it's in my recent saves, because I did really like it. I thought I saved it. I'll show it to you, but it might not be.
I'm a little worried, speaking of viral clips. So I
posted.
Yeah, let me see it.
Luann, somebody has to be very evil to want to get somebody. I'm not there. I'm very busy. I don't even have time to, like, do my nails. Actually, I do this new thing. It lasts 3 weeks. It's like a shellac. What do I
They really need to stop being friends with her.
I know,
she's a terrible person.
She's a really bad person.
She's a really, really bad person.
And she was always on the show, like the meanest of the girls.
She's a really, really bad person.
I feel like
I had no idea.
Honestly, I was talking to someone about this. I forget who. I think what redeemed her were those seasons where her and Sonia were like your little sisters.
Yeah.
Like when they were, because the two of them are not on this planet with us mentally. So I feel like when they were best friends and were never understanding why people didn't like them or get along with them, like those were the best.
I loved when they would go to a house and they'd be like, we're going to take the best room. Like, I was like, this is amazing.
Do you feel like if you were on a Housewives trip, like how would you be about the room situation?
I would be a terror.
You think?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, would you be like Meredith? Like, I need a tub too?
Yes. I'm like, if I'm going to be in this space with these women, I need the best room possible.
Oh my God.
And I need it to be very private. And I will fight for it.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Because that, like, you can't, that's the only break you get is like your fucking room.
Being in your room.
And you're going all the way to these places that are so far away, and that would just need to be my home base. And if I got a shitty room, like, it's fucking over.
I feel like I'd feel like I'd always get the worst room.
And I would be unfortunately pushing you there.
Yeah.
Be like, Hannah, you're there? Me? I'm going to be up here.
I feel like I am so, and we've talked about this when we talked about like living room kid versus bedroom kid. I really like, to me, the room is just for sleeping. It is like, even on trips, like I don't want to be in the room. Even if I'm I'd rather be in the living room, the back patio. Like, I'll find my space that's my alone space. But it's not going to be the room.
I need a nap space. I need like a reading space. I need, if everyone's pissing me off, I need to go to my room space and have my like moment. And if I don't have that, I lose my fucking mind.
So we'll get you that space.
Yeah.
When we go on
I mean, I also like, it's funny because when I went to my mom's beach condo, which we should go to this year.
That sounds
nice.
Really nice.
Yeah,
Where
it's
is
really
it?
nice in Rehoboth.
And I know about it. Yes.
Yeah, you know about it. Let's just pick a weekend and we'll go.
Okay.
And
that matches up with what I'm supposed to do.
What do you mean?
For 2026.
Perfect.
I don't want to interrupt your story. Just part of my thing that I'm copying / reinventing a little is like you should have stuff on the calendar all year. Doesn't even have to be major that you're looking forward to.
Yeah.
And so that's good. We'll put something on the calendar.
There's 2 weekends my mom sent to me that work. One is 4th of July that I always do with Ross and Hope, and that's been our thing forever. But then there's another weekend in June. I'm sorry. Fine. But then there's another. It's just not a comfortable space for more than like 2 people. But there's...
Would Ross come?
Huh?
Would Ross come with us?
To the second round? We could get him to come. We could also
go to Connecticut.
We could also go to Connecticut. We could also get the cabin crew together. If hopefully by then
we could.
Yeah, Wolf could come and
perfect.
That could be like our deadline. Okay. And if I don't have one, Wolf can't come.
And then we'll just go.
And we'll
call Ross and see if he's around.
If he's around, exactly.
That's perfect.
But yeah, we can definitely go this summer. Yeah, it's So we went with the girls, the DC girls, and then I also went with Ross and Hope, and these are 2 different groups of friends. When it was all girls, they were fighting. I always get my mom's room, which is the primary bedroom downstairs, and then there's 2 rooms upstairs, and they were fighting for this one room that has a full bed versus the one that has twin beds. And the girls, we had to draw straws, and finally the compromise was that every night they would switch. And that was the thing. Insane. And meanwhile, with Ross and Hope, when they went, they were like, "No, you take it. No, you take it. You take it. You should have it." And then Ross was like, "Please tell Hope that she can have the double bed." And I was like, "You guys, this is so different than the girl crew.
So opposite.
Love my girls, but it was hilarious."
When I traveled with, I feel like whenever I've gone on a group trip somewhere, I'm always on the pull-out bed or I'm on the air mattress. I just
I'm so sorry.
I feel like sleep has never been I don't need a lot for sleep. You know what I mean?
I need it to be so specific, and I have such bad insomnia. I cannot risk anything.
But I do find myself that when I go on trips and I'm happily taking the worst bed situation, I do unfortunately need something, which is I do need praise. I need a little praise. I need everyone to say thank you to me.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fair exchange. You all have beds. I have an air mattress, and I am fine because I'm going to get on that and I'm going to knock out.
Yeah.
But I need at breakfast the next morning for everyone to be like, Hannah,
thank
you so much.
I don't know how you did it last night. You're
but
a warrior.
I don't want to have to ask for it, because then when they say that, I want to be like, oh my God, you guys.
I'm so
big deal. And I do think it goes back to my time in South Dakota, because in South Dakota we were sleeping on cots or on the floor, and that's what I did every summer for multiple summers in a row. And you just have to get good at sleeping and get over it when that's your situation.
Yeah.
So I do feel like I can sleep anywhere at any time. Not like I knock out quick. I need to be playing a show on my phone, but
yeah, no, I mean, you remember the rainfalls in your room. I'm really specific about my sleep.
Yeah.
But also, I was in a trip to Florida a couple of years ago with some friends, and it wasn't communicated who was going to get which room.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our friends got really upset that we had taken rooms and he was going to maybe get the room with the bunk beds. And so he bought me out. He gave me $100 to sleep in the twin bedroom. And then, so then my friend and I were joking about it, and we were like, because we ended up, she bought, and then another person bought her out. And she ended up in the twin bedroom. This is like being in your 30s, honestly. No one is I don't know, very rarely, I'm with my 20s, I feel like I always was like, yeah, sure, I'll sleep on the floor. And then as soon as I hit 30, I was like, nope, never again.
It's not happening anymore.
But and then me and my friend were both in the twin bunk beds.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, this is kind of like a tiered experience.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like we just hit tier 3.
The more money you have, you can be in a higher tier. And
we're having a tiered vacation.
But if you're vulnerable and you need the extra cash,
you can buy your way out. Yeah, you buy your way out. Yeah. So I was like, okay.
I would have loved the bunk bedroom.
I hated it, but then we actually ended up having a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're going to have the most fun. And it's so fun at the end of a day with a group to have one person to talk to about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that's the dream scenario.
I know. It's hilarious. But anyways, when we go to Rehoboth, you'll have your own room.
Okay, but I have to tell you though, I am a very scared person at night in new places.
You have to sleep in your own room.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But that's why I'm saying I think I'll need another person there to be upstairs in their own room.
Yeah,
like if
either Wolf will be or Ross.
Wolf or Ross. Like someone.
It's gonna be one or the other.
I can't be upstairs and you're downstairs. Like we'll need to get like knives.
It's a really small condo. It's like a really small space.
You don't know about my childhood of like I used to abuse the landline in our house. I turned my attic that was like hardly finished into my bedroom, which was crazy. There was no heat. I
love it. It's
there
so
was
beautiful.
No heat up there. Like it was, but I just like it was such a cool thing to me. And my house is tiny. Like, can you believe there was a point where everyone lived on the second floor?
That's crazy.
It's if you've ever been on the second floor of my house, it's crazy to think that 4 human beings were like having their morning routine there.
Oh God.
So I went up, but I used to call from my phone, our house phone, which was on my mom's nightstand, to wake her up so she can wake Dad up and send him downstairs because I think I heard someone in the backyard. And then I would get up too, and I'd have my flashlight, and I'd check the backyard. I'd walk the house a little. I'd turn on all the lights. I'd check under the bed. I was very afraid of an intruder. Famously, I slept in my parents' bed till I was maybe 17. It was for context of my sleep cycle, okay? I used to listen to this, Nora. I used to get into my bed and go to sleep, but of course I wasn't falling asleep. I'm very scared. Then around 2 a.m., because I was kind of embarrassed about it, when they were asleep, I would then get in bed with them. They obviously know they're waking up. I'm like 160 pounds, okay? They had a queen-size bed. I was like, they're stinky. And I slept head to toe. My head was at their toes. My feet are at their heads, okay? And I'd turn on my mom's TV. Okay.
Hey guys, I'm here.
But then I would bring my alarm clock down. Okay. Put it on the floor of the bed.
What kind of alarm clock is this?
I had the little clock, and I would set it for 5 a.m.
Oh my!
And then
God.
I would at 5 a.m. it would go off. Everyone's up, no problem. But I'm acting like nothing's happening. I would go back upstairs to sleep for an hour and wake up in my room, and that was fine. And I did that all middle school and almost all high school, except for when my boyfriend and I were having sleepovers. Yeah, like then obviously I don't need to sleep in my parents' bed.
Wow, that's nuts.
I know. I was very afraid of an intruder.
Wow.
Like all the time.
Wow.
And I one time did not think any of that was crazy and just like said it in therapy, and he was like, what?
Yeah.
He was like, what do you mean? And I was like,
you thought intruder, not like a ghost.
No, like I was very afraid of someone breaking into our house and like murdering us, because my dad used to make these jokes that no one is going to break in. We are poor. Like they don't want anything in our house. So I'm like, oh my God. So it's not like they're going to take the TV and leave. Like
they're going to come. They're going to kill you
and kill us. And my
house
is
fun.
My house is
like
old.
A fun night. Yeah.
Like, so, you know, and we had fat cats. Like if the cats are running around downstairs in an old home, I'm like, there's 3 people here. They're in my house. But like, I really have empathy for my mom when I think about like every night of her life until I moved out, she got woken up in the middle of the night. Like no questions asked. Either I'm calling the home phone, either I'm getting in bed with her, either I'm just like coming downstairs to ask her a question because I'm awake because I think there's an intruder.
Wow.
And then it got to a point where my dad had to sleep downstairs for a while because I slept better knowing that someone was like on the ground floor. Boots on the ground.
I did that with my mom. My stepdad had to sleep downstairs for a while, and I was like, goodbye.
It made me feel so much better.
Yeah, that was like, finally I can sleep.
Like I can sleep. Someone's on it. I don't have to handle the intruder like my dad's down there.
Mm-hmm.
But like, don't you feel like when we were raised, like intrudings were happening more?
Yeah, I mean,
and
my house got broken into.
Abducted. Oh my God. Yeah. How did you bounce back? If the house got broken into, I would have never been okay.
I wasn't there. I was actually in college, but my mom, it was a really scary story. It made me very worried for her.
Oh my God.
It was some person came in, they took all of my mom's like jewelry from like her, like my grandmother, like all of her really like just really like heirloom jewelry that like means a lot. And they left a butcher knife on my mom's bed.
What?
So I think he was going around the house with the knife from our kitchen. But apparently it happened to multiple houses in the area. It was so scary when she told me.
So
she kind
scary.
of like casually told me later, and I was like, what the fuck, Mom? Like, please. But then they got like a really intense alarm system.
Uh-huh.
I remember that was a huge issue because then I came home from college and I was trying to party for the summer. And every time you would open the door, I'd be like, back door open at 10:59 p.m. And I was like,
oh my God. To be like drunk or on drugs and partying in a house with an alarm system is like worst case scenario.
It was like every move that you made, like if you even cracked a window, it was like, bleh! I was like, oh my God. Thank God this didn't happen when I was in high school.
If that happened in my house, I would get an alarm system.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them at all. It's so scary.
I used to beg my parents to get an alarm system. I wanted it so bad. Like,
you could always just get the sign that you have one and put it on your...
I wish someone said that to me. Like, I would have taken one off of someone else's lawn, put it in ours, and moved on with our day.
Yeah.
Nobody was interested in us. No one was interested in our home. It just couldn't have been less on an intruder or murderer's mind, our house. But I was ready, though.
It's crazy. It's really crazy.
But it's like my whole life I'm preparing for an intruder. And then one time at my last place, when Wolf didn't live there yet but had keys, I had fallen asleep. I asked him if he was coming over, and then I fell asleep, and he had texted, though, saying, like, I'm coming over. So now I hear someone key into the apartment and open my bedroom door. All I do, I go, hello? Like, that's it. Like,
yeah, you didn't even, like...
I had no
you had prepped for this your whole life, and you're just like, hello?
Hello? Like, it could have been a murder.
What's up?
Hello? Like, who is it?
Yeah.
Like, my whole life, nothing. So no instinct.
So the story about my dish falling on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
that was pretty crazy. You see where the dishes are. It wasn't
where was it?
For everyone, for context,
I forgot about that.
Tucked away. I woke up in the middle of the night with a dish that had smashed on the ground, and it was at like 4 a.m. So like the dishes had been dried and cleaned for hours.
Yeah.
And sitting there and being perfect.
Yeah,
and then
being
all of
on
a sudden,
their best behavior.
and then all of a sudden I hear this dish smash on the ground, and I'm like totally like taken aback. And I come into the kitchen and I'm like, there's this dish, and I'm like, what the fuck? How did this even happen?
And no mice confirmed.
I mean, I pulled everything out and there isn't any droppings or anything, but yeah, it was hell.
No, that's terrifying.
There's no droppings, and I think that's really the key to the mouse.
Yeah, the droppings or any like nibbles. But you don't have any food. I guess some of your food is in that cabinet.
I try to put most food over here.
Yeah.
And like in spaces where they wouldn't even be
where
able to.
Where they can't even get up there.
But yeah, it's really, really scary. But
we still have that little roach problem.
Oh God.
It's really starting to upset me.
Yeah.
Because
where are they? In the bathroom?
No, they're in the kitchen.
It sucks.
And they're in this one area, and I emailed like literally over a month ago. I emailed asking about an exterminator, and just a few days ago they came, and like it's worse now. And now what they sprayed and put down like has helped a little, but like we're still seeing them. And I'm like, hey, like if somebody came when I asked, like I don't think we'd be in the situation where now like someone needs to come back. Like this didn't work. We need to try something else.
So what you need to do, and this might upset you. Do you want me to tell you the full thing?
Well, yeah, because what he told me to do almost. Well,
do you want me to tell you what?
Also, he was kind of like.
He
wasn't my best source. Yeah, tell me.
So you got to get borax.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what borax is?
You
have to sprinkle it. You already have it?
Yeah.
You use it for your laundry and stuff?
No, it's just for some reason under our cabinet.
Then I bet you someone else had cockroaches and they used that.
Okay,
so
what do I do?
It's a little detergent that cockroaches like to eat, but it immediately kills them.
Okay.
So you sprinkle it all over the apartment, just on the corners. I did this once and it got rid of them. And then they eat it and they bring it back to the nest.
I'm fine.
Do you know about the nest?
I know all about the nest.
Do not, whatever you do right now.
I already Googled it.
Okay.
The first time you told me not to Google it, I Googled it.
I've already brought this up with you.
You never told me the borax thing, but you've told me about a cockroach nest. Well, let me tell you.
They'll bring the borax back to the nest, and then everyone will feed off of it, and everyone dies.
No, that is what I need to hear, because I'm going to tell you something that is just an upsetting visual to have. Our sink is kind of like yours, but then instead of the stove, it's more countertop and cabinets underneath, and it goes all the way down to the floor and all the way to the back of the wall. And I have seen them go into what I thought is just like a sealed part of the counter. They have like a hole in it, meaning they are behind the wall and under this thing, right? So one day, now Stinky can't go in the kitchen anymore because of the amount of raid that's going on in there.
Do you have a gate?
We just block it with the chair. He doesn't go by the chair.
Okay.
He doesn't know how easy it is to move the chair.
Yeah.
Every time we cook in there, he's like, I can't believe this is happening to me. But I was like, let me just spray where I just saw this one run. When I tell you, and they're tiny, mid to medium size, but like you don't want bugs in your house. I sprayed and like I maybe saw like 9 of them run out, and I was like, well, that's really upsetting. And then I saw one of them under the cabinet, and there's this little gap underneath the cabinet in the back, like when you open them. And I one time it's all of our cabinets also are empty right now because we're just spraying right in them all the time. Every time we see them, I sprayed and they just fell. Like there's a problem. I said to the guy, I was like, he like sprayed his stuff and put down this stuff behind this oven, whatever. And I said to him, I'm like, with the amount I'm seeing, I am starting to get worried that like someone might need to like get underneath this counter behind this wall. Like it's really crazy. And he was like, no, you won't see any more after this. All we've seen are them. Like they haven't gone anywhere.
I love the confidence of an exterminator.
He was like I put Stinky in the crate because just like a person's over like doing that. But I know this guy is pet friendly. That's what I said when I asked for someone. I was like, make sure it's pet safe, whatever. There was drippings all over the ground. And he was like, yeah, no, I've sprayed everything behind. Like as long as there's no drippings on the ground, like the dog you can let him out right now. And I was like, I'm seeing drippings on the ground, just so you know. And he was like, okay, I didn't see those. Maybe don't let the dog out. I would say don't let the dog in here for 48 hours. I was like, okay, well, just a second ago, you said I could let the dog out right now. And now you're saying for 48 hours, he can't go in the kitchen. And this guy obviously did almost nothing because the problem is still here.
Wow.
But this is amazing. Borax.
And then if you have leftover, I use it for my clothes.
Great.
I add it to the detergent, especially for the sweaty gym clothes. It's great.
You know, Wolf and I doing our own laundry now.
Wow. When did that start?
The gym, they cut us off.
Oh, wow.
No more laundry at work. No problem.
Oh, yes. You told me
that. That was an unexpected addition to the job, was free laundry for a year. And obviously a treat for Wolf was for a year. I did his laundry. Now we are separate. Wolf does Wolf's. Hannah does Hannah's.
Wow. So you have 2 different baskets?
1 basket. So.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll just pick my stuff out, and then he'll pick his out. He did his today. He did text me a lot throughout the process. Not even questions, just like so many updates about what's happening. And it's like, just like, you can tell he really is miserable, but it's like, no one cares.
Yeah.
Like you're doing laundry.
Where are you going? Are you going on your block?
We're going to the closest place to our house, but I really hate it there.
Really?
And I like laundromats. Like I used to, that's why I'm like, I've never hated doing laundry.
Yeah.
Especially at our last place. There were 2 different laundromats on my block. One was a little more expensive than the other, but they had a lot of seating areas. One was less expensive, but was a little busier because of that, but still had like a seated area. I used to love it. Like you put your laundry in, you go for a walk, you get a coffee, you switch it over, you read your book, you fold it, you leave. Like this place, they don't want you there. This place is primarily like drop off and pick up.
Which we don't live that life.
No. And any time I'm in there, I have to be like, hey, like, could I have like any, like they'll have all the bags on the counter, but I'm like, I'm folding here. And I'll have to ask, and they're like, sure. And like, they'll move it. And I'm like, I don't know what you want from me. Like I want to fold at the table.
Yeah. You fold in house.
I fold in house.
Oh, I bring it home for a folding.
No, I like to fold there.
Yeah.
I like to bring it home folded. Folding is my favorite part too.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well.
And so I don't know. There's other ones that are like a little farther away, but I think I'm willing to go. for a better experience.
Go the distance.
I want to go the distance on this. That's me about laundry.
All right. Well, we're at time.
What are we at?
45 minutes.
Do you have a New York moment? You don't have to. I was just like, if we have it.
Do you?
Oh, I guess yesterday was a New York moment for you.
Yeah, it really was. It was actually. It was really wonderful.
Full class. That was really exciting.
Yeah, we had a full. I was sad you couldn't take it, but yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, it was a full class. We did a fundraiser for Rosebud's Reading Collective, which is the book club I run at Rikers, and we made a lot of money. I think we made like $600. Great.
I was watching it like a stock market.
It was really, really great, and it was so fun to see so many different people from my community come, and it was nice.
Yeah, it was.
I've gotten some DMs like, "How can I help?" And I'm like, just give us a little more money.
Just money. Money works.
But also we might need an admin person that might take some stuff off my plate. So maybe that's an option. I don't really know. I haven't thought about it, but
okay,
we'll see. But yeah, it's been great. That was wonderful. And you were crushing it at the counter.
Thank you.
People were impressed.
Thank you.
Logistical.
There were some last minute changes too, but we figured it all out.
It was great. Everyone got their armband. It was wonderful.
I know, because we were like, we don't have enough armbands for like everybody, but we were like, okay, anyone who's their first time here or like is a Nora +1 like should have a heart rate monitor.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It was so funny. Was it Diana or Emma? Was like, or maybe it was Hope. Like requested one, was like, I really need it, and then I gave it to them and they were like, where does it go? And I was like, okay,
yeah,
I really need it. How do I use
people it? Are really like my friend George, who you would really
wait, I have to tell you what George said at the end.
What did he say?
So George was just leaving and saying thank you for the class.
Yeah.
And like because it was his first time, I was like, oh, I should email you like our prices and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, yes, and I believe Nora should get money today because of my referral. And I was like, no, you have to sign up and then she can get a referral. I don't want to explain it to anyone. Like if we just give money out to members, if any old person comes in, like Nora sent me, we're like $50 off.
But I don't even think I get this because I have, well,
no, you still do.
I do.
Because
I assume that I don't.
Who was your friend who just signed up?
Michelle.
You're getting $50 off your next month because of this.
Oh, wow. I didn't think I got anything.
Yeah, because she put you in as your referral.
I just like to refer people so that people know, like, I'm still helping the community.
No, of course.
But
you do every time.
Wow, that's great.
Every time you refer someone.
I didn't think I got that anymore because of my
I'm pretty sure you're
status.
Getting it for the next, whenever your billing date was after Michelle signed up. Because she referred you in. And it's like, if they rejected it, that'd be one thing. But it's just an online thing where we submit to help desk. This person referred this person on this date. They signed up with this. And then they say, great, accepted, $50 off the next month. Like, then it happens on its own.
I think George is going to join.
And he will refer you because he was already trying to use that referral.
Such a sweetheart. He's so sweet.
I told you he came at 11 a.m.
Yeah, he comes at 11 a.m. He also was like, I burnt 895 calories.
Wow.
And we were like, what the fuck, George?
A lot.
I was like, actually, that's kind of concerning.
That's like, he was really moving.
And he was like, yeah, I don't know. Is that normal? I was like, no. And
is that normal?
I was like,
George.
that's kind of crazy.
It is a lot for
like
55 minutes.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
I've never burnt like that. But I also know people burn more their first time because the heart rate monitor is getting kind of closer, getting to know you. And then also men burn a lot more than women.
Yeah.
Which story of my life,
Men just get whatever they want.
Men, I want to lose some weight. Walk around the block 50 pounds
down.
They're like,
wow, I'm down again.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay.
I told you that this was a while ago when I was at Wolf's show for Elliott Smith. I was talking to, I told you, I said, I made that comment to him because I didn't say that you said it, but he was saying that he wants to take another guitar, but he doesn't know where. And I was like, I think it would look really nice, like there. And I was like, because this kind of looks, and then I said it. And now I think he can't unsee it, but I have a new vision for where Elliott's going to go. So
where is he going to go?
Well, I don't know if you know my I don't like our hallway front entryway situation. I would like to have like 2 different rugs that are not just like my old rug from my last apartment. And I would like to have a proper bench with something hung above it and then some hooks and like a little either like entryway table or something. Like I really want a bench where I can actually like, sit down, put my shoes on, put Stinky's like collar on and stuff. I'm always like moving from the hallway back to the bedroom or to the kitchen to put my shoes on and my coat because there's just not a right enough room. So I was like, Elliot can go right there.
Yeah.
And he really liked that idea.
Amazing. Wow, so that's amazing. Yeah, I think the important thing with band posters or like musical things that I've learned, even if they're framed, which is a must, they need to be in a place that isn't the prominent like main area because it looks cooler if they're just kind of like I have a little Pixies one.
Love it.
On the left and you like don't really notice it and then you're like, oh, I guess.
And I kind of feel
Pixies.
like Elliot Smith like next to like an entryway table with a little lamp is like a cuter vibe anyway.
Yes, I think that's cool. I
would
like that.
But of course he was on a journey and I do like that when he does not feel into whatever, like when he's feeling down from comedy, like instead of just like sitting at home and like complaining, he's like, well, what else do I like to do? And that's how music came about. And like,
great.
I do feel like that is a great, like, we're not stopping. We're just like pivoting and seeing how other things feel. But he got really into Elliot Smith for part of this. And
I went to the show.
The poster, the framed poster of the magazine, I was happy because of the place he was in. I like had to celebrate it. I was like, I can't shoot this down. But now that we're in a different place with it, I was like, we should move it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was on board.
I love that.
About the men weight loss thing is that I told Rowie at that show that I felt like I had put on some weight. Just like we were talking, he was like, you look great. I was like, really? I kind of feel like I've put on some weight. Like I don't feel like my regular body recently. He was like, well, the good thing about that is you've clocked it now and you can get back on track. I was like, oh my God.
Are men okay?
And like Wolf and Noah were like, oh no. And I was like, it's okay. I was like, I know Rowie, but Wolf was like, wait. No. And he was like, no, not, I don't think she has. But the good thing about when you notice you put on weight is, okay, now you've noticed. Step one. Like really doubling down. Get back on track.
Awful.
Can you imagine?
I if I had known that night that he said that, thank God I didn't know. I would have like popped off on him.
It was okay. I feel like I have we have really different like things that faze me sometimes I feel like would never faze you, but then I feel like it's vice versa. I feel like I tell you stuff about Wolf and you're like, well, that doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But then like this like to me is a funny story and you were like, thank God I didn't know.
Thank God.
Which I think is a good balance for us. It'd be dangerous if at the same time we were both like upset about something.
Yeah, we have a good balance. All right. Love you, Hannah.
Love you,
Nora. Great episode.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.